Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, there's been a lot of questions lately about blurb modules and how to pad the description without affecting the image. Blurb modules are one of my favorites. We've done a whole video just on the blurb modules in our Divi for Beginners playlist. And here we are with a couple of blurbs. I'm using an image on the top. And here we are. Well, I've given them a dark background. I've padded out the description without padding out the image. I made them all the same height, even though they've got a little bit different text in each of these. And here we are again with them just padded out with the description there. And it's not straightforward. If you want to add padding to this module, usually it pads out the image as well. And I'll take you through it. I've got my builder enabled here. So let's just add a new row. I'll throw 3 in there as I've got that above and below. Funnily enough, I'm going to use the blurb module with this today. Obviously, put your title in there, your description in here. If you want to link it, you can do here. I'm going to put the image and icon in. Now let's throw in whatever image you want to put in the top there. Now that looks great. Let's go design. I'm going to just throw that text in the middle. It looks great on a white background, everything like that. But if I go in there and I put a background in there, I'm going to change this text to light. It'll disappear on the background. Let's go back to our content and put a background in. Background's always under content. I'm just going to use a simple color. We use that 24 gray I've been using. Great. Well, as you can see, it's put that background in there and our text is kind of squished up against the sides and the bottom there. Now you think we could go over to design and down to spacing and just add some padding. Let's try that. I just want a bit on left, right, and bottom. So if I put 20 pixels on the bottom, great, adds it to the bottom. Let's up that. But if we put, say, 20 pixels left and right, just put in 20, it'll put in the pix, hit the chain, it'll do the other side. It's done it, but it's put padding around our image here, and that's not really what I want. I just want it to be around our description text here, as we've got down below. Now, in my day, I was building with HTML and Bootstrap. This would be called a card, but they're great looking little features. But we can do that. Let's just take our padding away here, and I'll show you a couple of ways of doing it. Still in our blurb, let's just save this. I'm going to save my page changes here. And let's exit the Visual Builder. If I roll down to our little module now, I'm using Google Chrome here with the inspector tools. If I right click and hit inspect, it's going to bring up our inspector here. And if we roll over, it's going to show us what it's highlighting the actual paragraph text itself. But just up above, we've got blurb description, and that's just targeting the description itself. If I roll that up a little bit more, you can see it's highlighting it blue without the header there. If you wanted the header as well, you could target the whole container, but I just want the actual description itself. So I'm going to double left click on that. I'm going to copy it, Control C, or right click and copy, however you like to do it. It's a class name. You've got to remember it's a class name. Now that we've got that, we can re-enable the Visual Builder. I'm going to duplicate this a couple of times, so I'll show you how to extend your styles in a moment. 2 little squares to duplicate it. Drag one of them across, doesn't matter which one, they're all identical. I'll do the same thing here. And let's just flip that picture so they look a little bit different. And we'll throw a different picture in this one too. Okay, so we've got our 3 little blurb modules there. And as you can see, the writing is all squished up against the side, which doesn't look good. So let's go into our first one now. I'm going to go over to the Advanced and the Custom CSS. We're going to use the Freeform CSS tab. To target this module itself, we just need to write the word selector, S-E-L-E-C-T-O-R. Now, we copied that class name just now. All class names have to have a dot or a period in front of them. There's the dot. Now we can paste that class name in, Control V, or right click and paste, however you like to do it. Great, we're now just targeting our text right here. So let's open and close some curly brackets, and to adjust the padding just on the text, all I need to do is write padding, P-A-D-D-I-N-G, colon, whatever value you want, 20 pixels. That's given it 20 pixels top, right, bottom, and left. Now, if you wanted it different, you could say, I'll have 30 on the top. If I put 20 pixels after that, we've got 30 top and bottom, 20 left and right. If I add two more values, let's just copy these two. We've got the same thing because we've got 30 top, 20 right, 30 bottom, and 20 left. It goes like a clock. Top, right, bottom, left. Now, too much space there between the title. So if we take that down, maybe 10 pixels, you can close it up. If you want it closer, just make it 0. With 0, you don't actually need the pix on there if you don't want to. And if you want to add a little bit more on the bottom, top, right, bottom, let's make that 50 pixels maybe. Simple as that. Then when you're happy, we can extend it to our other two modules here just by right-clicking on the freeform CSS, extend custom CSS styles. I want to extend it to all blurbs, just on this row though. Hit extend. Bingo. Now, the likelihood of you having the same text in each of these is pretty unlikely. You're probably going to have different amounts of text in each unless you've calculated it to do that. So let's maybe take a bit of text away from some of these so they're different amounts in each one. I'll show you how to make them all the same size. So back to our contents where we'll find our text. Let's remove some of this text. And we'll go into another one, remove some of this text also. Now, as you can see, we've got different size blurb modules. To even this all up, the easiest way of doing it is going into the row itself. We'll go into our first column here. Let's give it the same background as our blurb here. Use that 2424. Perfect. I'm going to save that. Now right click on my column. I'm going to say extend item styles. Again, just to this row. So we've got dark in the background of each of our columns. Now we're in the row, we can go over to our design and sizing. Equalize column height. Watch what happens when I flip this switch. Boom. They're all exactly the same height. That's a handy thing to do. Now, another way of doing this, if you've already got a lot of blurbs on your site, we can do it with the same CSS code, but we can use a CSS class name. So let's go into one of these. Over to the advanced. I'm going to copy the actual code again. Custom CSS. Here it is. I'm not going to take our selector though this time. I'm going to copy it from the class name ETPB blurb description all the way down to that closing bracket, Control C. Now we need to go down to our dashboard. We can go down to Divi and Theme Options. Under the General tab, if we roll down to the bottom, we got a custom CSS panel. I've already got mine in there. Let's get rid of this. Now what we need to do is make up a class name. All class names, as I said earlier, have a dot or a period, so let's put that in. And let's call it BLB for blurb padding. Whatever it is you want to call yours. It needs to be unique though. I like it to mean something to me. After that, I can just paste that code I copied. And all we need to do is use this CSS class name we just made up without the dot. When we write it in the code panel here, we need to put a dot in front of it. When we apply it to a module, we don't need the dot. So I'm going to copy that. Great. Now, once we put that in there, we need to hit the Save Changes button until you get a little green check mark. Fantastic. We'll go back to our page we were on. I need to refresh this, so let's make sure it's saved. Little purple button, save draft. When we refresh, let's go into this module here. I'll quickly give it that dark background, the same as our other ones. We could do this with code as well. And quickly make the text light in color. Great. And all we need to do now is add that class name that we copied. Over in the advanced CSS IDs and classes, make sure you put it in the actual class name, not the ID. It will not work in the ID. Control B to paste. As you can see, it's put it in there. Perfect. But we want all the other ones just like that one too. So let's save this. Right click on our dark tab here. Let's say extend blurb styles. If you wanted to do the whole page, you can do. I just want to do this row. Extend. There we have it. And they're all the same there. Like I say, there's a couple of ways of doing that. And these really look nice this way, used as what I call cards. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. I hope I've answered that question for you. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little video just like this one. As usual, I'll put that code down below for anybody who wants to use it, modify it, use it how you wish. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.